Hello everyone. Coming to our core product, mutual fund. By now, since you have appeared for and cleared the AMFI examination and have got into the financial advisory business, you must be familiar with the basics, the fundamentals of the product and its features. So today we'll talk about the structure of a mutual fund, the history, the mutual fund industry in general, performance of the product over the years, and how it is a promising business opportunity and has a bright future. Let's begin with the structure of a mutual fund. It is important for a mutual fund advisor to understand the structure of a mutual fund because it is the stringent structure of the fund which plays a major role in protecting the interests of your investors. Mutual funds in India are constituted as a trust. Basically, the mutual fund has a three-tier structure: the sponsor, the trustees, and the asset management company. The sponsor can be compared to a promoter. There can be more than one sponsor of a mutual fund, and these are the main people behind running the mutual fund business. The sponsor appoints the trustees or the board of trustees, and at least 2/3 of the trustees must be independent. The main job of the trust is protection of investors' interests. Therefore, the trust keeps an eye on the operations of the AMC to ensure that all rules and regulations are complied with at all times. The AMC can either be appointed by the sponsor or the trustee, and the primary role of the AMC is managing the day-to-day activities of the scheme. As a part of managing the day-to-day operations, the AMC also appoints the AMC auditors, distributors, R&T agents, and bankers. The investor's money is managed by the fund manager, who is an employee of the AMC. The AMC invests the investor's money in various securities and assets, and these securities and assets are held by the custodian, who is appointed by the trustees. It is important to note that the AMC is playing the management role only. Neither does it have the investor's money nor the assets purchased with that money. The investor's money belongs to the investors at all times, since it is impossible for the AMC to run away with their money. And this entire structure is closely monitored by SEBI, thus making it very safe for the investors to invest their money in mutual funds. And one of the major reasons for the success of the mutual fund industry and the increasing belief of people in the product is its watertight structure. Next, we have a quick overview of the mutual fund history in India. The history of mutual funds in India dates back to the year 1963 with the formation of UTI at the initiative of the RBI and the Government of India. Then SBI came up with the first non-UTI mutual fund in the year 1987. Then, post 1993, a number of other private companies also forayed into the mutual fund space. And considering India's growth prospects, many foreign players also joined in. And from there, the Indian mutual fund industry's AUM has reached at a whopping Rs 23.26 lakh crores as on 30th April 2018. Next, we'll see the growth story of mutual fund industry in India. In the year 2002, the AUM of the mutual fund industry stood at around Rs 1 lakh crore. And as of March 2018, the industry AUM stood at Rs 21.36 lakh crores. That is a growth of more than 21 times over the last 16 years. In the last 5 years alone, that is from 2013 to 18, the AUM of the mutual fund industry has grown by 3 times, translating into a 25% CAGR growth. This stupendous growth in mutual funds AUM can be attributed to 1. People's developing confidence in mutual funds, and secondly, the astounding returns delivered by mutual funds over these years. Next, we have the performance of mutual funds. This graph shows the growth of rupees 1 lakh invested in different asset classes over the last 15 years. And the average of equity mutual fund schemes have outperformed all the other asset classes over this period. Equity in general, represented by Sensex, has outperformed all the other asset classes historically. So, rupees 1 lakh invested in Sensex in March 2003 has become rupees 10 lakh in March 2018. And no other asset class, including India's favorite gold, silver, or bank deposit, stand even close to the Sensex number. And the average of equity mutual fund schemes, being a more refined version of equity, has outperformed the winner among all asset classes, Sensex, by a wide margin of more than 100%. So rupees 1 lakh invested in the average of equity mutual fund schemes has grown to more than rupees 22 lakhs over these 15 years. And these skyrocketing numbers do not pertain to the top 2 or 3 mutual fund schemes. Rather, this is the average performance of 58 diversified equity mutual fund schemes. This is the AUM to GDP chart of all major economies of the world, and it shows the extent of penetration of mutual funds in these countries. This graph shows that in most major economies, the AUM of the mutual fund industry is equivalent or even higher in some cases than the overall GDP of these countries. So mutual fund is a mature industry in these countries. While in India, the scenario is completely different. The mutual fund industry's AUM is just 10% of the total GDP of the country. Hence, there's an immense opportunity of growth for mutual fund industry in India. So that was all about mutual fund overview. Thank you.